Get on in here. Let's see. What am I going to... Slow and steady. That's what I'm going to play. Come on in. And my music isn't working because I didn't turn my little thing on. There we go. Sorry about that. We had a lot of people on this morning. Get on in here. Have my me time mug. Woo. All right.
But I'm still on the ground.
It's time to take a break.
I'll soon be fluttering.
Oh, that's so good.
I can find my
I'm reaching for my basket. Let's find some wings.
Impatiently, I want to fly today, but I hear a gentle voice inside me say that slow and steady steps will be my pace. Slow and steady steps will win this race. It will take some time, but the victory will
Come on
be
in.
mine. Slow and steady, I'm gonna learn to fly. I'm starting to believe I only race with me. Oh,
Sipping in South Mississippi.
I can't give to someone else this journey for myself. It's for myself. Since my best is all I have, it is enough. I can see a ray of hope. I've got to trust that slow and steady steps will be my pace. Slow and steady steps will win this race.
Come on in.
It will take some time, but the victory will be mine. Slow and steady, I'm gonna learn to fly.
Okay. I don't know if that's the same Cheryl Davis I went to high school with, but if it is, hey, welcome, girlfriend. Anyway, I pulled, using a calendar out. I think I'll hold that off till tomorrow. But I got this one, and it's really good. Because I have like 13 pages, really probably close to 20 pages of topics in my little basket. And this one is super good. We can always start where we are. Yeah, many times my fly babies think they have to start from the beginning. And you know, we're already into September. So the first things you do when you get started is you shine your sink. That's where we begin. Get your sink clean and shiny, and then pick out your clothes for tomorrow. And if you're not dressed, just get dressed to lace up shoes. If any of you aren't dressed right now, you need to get dressed while you're listening to me. We need to jump in where we are. Now, Esther, I was telling you about Esther this morning. She's this young mother of five. Mother of five. And she is immigrating to the United States, but she's a brand new fly baby. She's a brand new flybaby. And today I had to instruct her on putting on her lace-up shoes. Well, she doesn't own any lace-up shoes. She lives in Tanzania, which is south of the equator, and they wear flip-flops and go barefoot a whole lot. And I told her that it was important for her, and she was having problems with her legs. Her feet were swelling, and they were on fire, and I said, if you could just get you a pair of shoes that would lace up and have compression on your foot, that's going to help push the blood flow and the fluids back up to your heart. Well, she hadn't gotten a lot of movement in, so she started walking, and she found a shoe store, and she bought a pair of shoes and came back. And she showed me her shoes, and they're just black shoes with a little red on them. They're kind of cute. And she said her feet were feeling a whole lot better. Those shoes are part of our whole system of jumping in where we are. Get dressed to lace up shoes. It is important to your sanity so that your feet are protected. The first summer that I wore shoes, my cracked heels went away. I was born in Detroit, but I grew up in the South, and having grown up in the South, we went barefoot everywhere. I remember playing in the creek all the time, barefoot, walking in a creek, always walking in a creek, and we never wore shoes. But guess what? I wear shoes now. I don't take my shoes off until bedtime, until I'm ready to go to bed. In fact, I have to take my shoes off to put my jammies on. And yeah, if you break your foot, you're going to be in a boot. But when you got your shoes on, you're less likely to be hurt. The other day, I dropped a knife. And if I hadn't had my shoes on, it would have hit the top of my foot and stabbed inside. The way it was, it ricocheted off my shoes. I have broken glass in my kitchen, and I had my shoes on. And our rubber sweeper is the best thing in the world for getting glass up. Our rubber broom, it is amazing. I don't know what rubber scrubber. This will sweep up the glass too. But you have to put your shoes on. Shoes empower you. They empower you to get things done. Shoes tell your head it's time to do something. And you don't have to get all, in a tizzy. You don't have to make an excuse for, I don't have my shoes on, I can't take the trash out. Let's utilize the tools we have right now. Put on a pair of lace-up shoes. If you're saying, I don't wear shoes in my house, this woman's never going to make me wear shoes in my house. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. Go put a pair of shoes that you like to wear, that fit you well, that you got in your closet, throw them in the washing machine and wash them. And then let them dry for 2 or 3 days. And then only have a pair of shoes you wear in the house. Yeah. Or go to Walmart and get you a pair of Keds, $6 Keds. Maybe they're $10 now. Or some Vans. Vans got super expensive, but a $6 pair of Keds, you got a pair of shoes you wear in the house. And then if you need to run after that baby that's gotten out the door, you can chase. Even though as a mama, we would chase that baby. We have had this. We have had a testimonial like this from somebody who lived in Alabama, and they had a lot of log trucks that came past their house, and they had a long driveway. She was taking groceries in. The baby was in the car seat, and the baby was old enough to get out of the car seat, and he started running down the driveway. Well, guess what? She was able to catch that little feller before he made it to the street because she had on her shoes. Now, she'd have probably caught him anyway, because when mamas feel like their babies are threatened, they're taking off after them. come hell or high water, they're going to do it. They're going to save the baby. And they don't feel anything. It's like they're walking on hot coals and they don't even know it. But she had her shoes on. Now, I like to wear something called fit flops. They are sort of elasticy and they compress my foot, which keeps my feet from swelling. And when I'm eating low carb, I hardly have any swelling at all. Hardly at all. And I drink my water. Drinking my water really changes everything. Where the salt goes, the water goes. So if you're eating processed foods and a lot of salt, and you need to flush that salt out. And the other thing is where the water goes, the salt goes. Somebody's at my front door. But my husband's out there taking care of it. Anyway. We've got a street up the road that is being paved. So he's kind of watching that happening. And Tulip's out there. She knows everybody. Tulip is our little visitor. She goes to people's houses and visits with their dogs. She begs them to come outside and play. That's what one lady told Robert last night. Until the old dog gets tired and begs to go back in the house because Tulip's worn him out. But we jump in where we are. Our habit last month was doing a load of laundry every day. And people have empty laundry baskets. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And here's our we practice a habit each month. The first habit we practice every January is keeping our sinks clean and shiny. Number 2, February, is decluttering 15 minutes a day. That's 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon. It's not spending all day decluttering. It's just doing 15 minutes a day and break it up. Number 3 is getting dressed to lace up shoes every day. Number 4 is making your bed. April is making your bed. May is moving for 15 minutes. Just getting up and moving. And then June is drinking your water. July is swishing and swiping your bathroom to keep it clean so you never have a dirty bathroom. I don't like to be barefoot anymore either. August is a load of laundry each day. September is your before bed routine. October is paper clutter. We're going to deal with our paper clutter next month. Yes, we're going to deal with it. 15 minutes a day, we're going to deal with paper clutter. And then November is menu planning. Because if you can plan your menus and plan for when you make one meal, make 2 and put 1 in the freezer, you're not going to have to cook much in December when we're cruising through the holidays and we're having fun. So y'all, take some time today to write out your before bed routine. 3 parts. Take care of the house, what's happening tomorrow, and taking care of you. Just that easy. Just that easy. So put your shoes on, jump in where we are. Don't try to go back and watch videos for the last year. Just start with today. If there's a reference video I need you to go look at, I'll tell you about it. But just jump in right where we are. And you're going to have a lot of fun. A lot of fun doing the things that you need to do. Now, if you're new here, you need to know that I'm a Republican. And I support our president. And I'm going to mention it every once in a while, but I'm not going to cram it down your throats. And I support our president for 2 reasons. The babies, the children, born and unborn, and education. Yes, our children need to get good educations, and they don't need to be brainwashed while they're at school. There, I said it. So I'm going to support our president. And if you don't like it, then you are warned. Be warned, because this is my platform, and it's who I am. I stand for that flag right there. I stand for that flag. I will never kneel for any reason. They will have to shoot me in the head if they want me to kneel. Not going to do it. I stand for the Second Amendment, yes. I stand for freedom of speech, the First Amendment. So, and I have my concealed weapons permit. And I have been in the middle of a riot in Dallas one time. And people were taking over the interstate. And I had to tell everybody in the car, I am not stopping for any reason. I will not stop the car. They will either get out of the way or I'm going to run over them. So this is who I am. And if you don't like it, you're warned. Because I'm not going to put up with any bad mouthing me on my own platform. You got that? So thank you for being here. Thank you for understanding. And if y'all watched the Republican convention the other night, when Madison Cawthorn stood up, there wasn't a dry eye in the house. I know his mama. I've been to his house. I have spoken to a bunch of ladies there a couple of years ago. And, you know, if he gets elected, which I'm pretty sure he will get elected, he'll be the youngest congressman ever elected. He just turned 25. And he broke his spinal cord, got severed in a car accident because he was asleep in the passenger seat or in the back seat and somebody fell asleep at the wheel. So folks, know what you believe in. Don't just sit around and go by what everybody else is telling you. Not even what I tell you. Know what your beliefs are. I've written essays on what I believe in. Essays. And my little geek, he's no longer on Facebook because he didn't like what I wrote. But I have freedom of speech. And if I get banned from Facebook or whatever because of my freedom of speech, then I will be writing my new congressman saying, we need to regulate Facebook. Yep. Anyway, stand up for what you believe in. Know what you believe in. Where you can write it down. And don't let anybody shape the way you believe. Believe for what you believe in and find a candidate that fits those beliefs. Not every candidate is going to be exactly what you want, but you've got to decide. And we've got a little over 60 days to decide. And I'm going to be voting in person on the day of the election. I've already planned that. I told Robert I was not going to early vote at all. If I have to stand in line 5 hours to vote, I will stand in line 5 hours. I might be doing a show from standing in line voting, but I'm going to stand in line. We have the biggest precinct in our area. Anyway, I love you all, and I'm looking at some comments here. Yeah, so y'all know your beliefs. Study the candidates. Know what they believe in. And you will be able to cast your vote wisely. And that's all I ask. Is don't sit on the sidelines and expect somebody to vote the president that you want, or the representative that you want, or the mayor that you want. You got to vote. Your vote counts. Yep. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow morning.